Good afternoon, Your Grace. Was the bath to your liking? I am pleased to hear it. Yes. While you were sleeping, I had the opportunity to go to Hoffman's Market and fetch the ingredients for your breakfast. While I was there, I picked up a bag of Epsom salts. I was not sure of your preferred scent, so I picked the citrus one on spec. In my experience, it is the most revitalizing of Royal Organics' Back to Nature series. How are you feeling, by the way? Any improvement? Oh, that is a relief, Your Grace. I must admit, your colour is looking much better. I'm happy to hear the salts did their job. No, I do not typically arrive at my clients' domiciles with an arsenal of teas and soup and the like, but I was warned beforehand that you might be feeling a little under the weather from your night out, and so I thought it best to come prepared. Your Grace is correct. I imagine the Epsom salts would work well for treating a cold. Oh, I cannot say for sure. I never catch colds. While you were soaking, I made a list of bulk items for restocking your pantry. If you like, we can discuss the sorts of meals you prefer, and then I should have a better idea of what perishables I should begin purchasing on a regular basis. Oh, I hardly mind heading out again. My last employer had me running to the shops upwards of 3 times a day. I've grown quite used to arriving early so as to procure the freshest seafood and produce. Please let me know if there are other shops Your Grace would like me to visit, by the way. Though I haven't had the opportunity yet to acquaint myself with many of the other shops in your area, I'm aware Hoffman's selection can be a little niche. If you could also tell me about your favorite delicatessens, patisseries, restaurants, and cafes, I can also make regular stops at those places. My apologies. I am inundating you with choices. Sometimes I can become rather single-minded when I have a task at hand. I merely thought, since you have lived here for so much longer than I have, you may have a better idea of... Forgive my confusion, but are you saying that you have no meal preferences at all? No, I suppose it makes perfect sense. How would you know where to begin if it is Your Grace's habit to subsist almost entirely on takeaway pub fare and bottles of Huel? Oh, no. It is quite all right. There's no need to apologize for being unable to provide a list of shops for me. It was never my intention to overwhelm or embarrass you. I simply had no idea you spent so much time at home, given your social proclivities. I see. Your weekly card games are the only time you leave your flat. Well, that explains Your Grace's choice in food options. Well then, if you have no preferred shops, this simplifies my job quite a bit if you are willing to let me take a few liberties with the grocery list. Oh. An unusual request. I mean, of course, you may come along shopping with me if Your Grace feels up to the walk. It would be unforgivable of me if I were to allow you to overexert yourself when you are still on the mend. This is rather unusual, I admit. None of my charges have ever asked to accompany me before. Oh, you need not worry. I'm hardly opposed to the idea. We can explore the shops together. Perhaps it will inspire you to think up some meals I could prepare for you. I am capable of putting together a wide variety of meals, but I admit that a little direction from you in that matter would be most welcome, if only to narrow down my options a bit. Who knows what the future holds? Perhaps Your Grace may discover the exotic pleasure of eating a vegetable. Besides, it's a beautiful day out. I was thinking of driving to the farmer's market before it closes for the week, followed by a trip to one of the larger supermarkets, if that is agreeable. Wonderful. Done with the tidying. Nothing like the look of sunlight on sparkling clean countertops, Let me just get Riley into her harness, and then we can be off. How are you feeling, Your Grace? Your headache has not returned, I hope? Good. Please let me know if you see a stall that piques your interest. Yes, Riley loves farmers' markets. There are so many other dogs out and about today. She's too well behaved to be social while on duty, of course, but I had the occasion yesterday to visit a stall here that sells brisket beef jerky, and if she's a particularly good girl, and she always is, I'll purchase another packet and let her have some when we get home. We arrived in your city only 2 days ago. The agency I work for makes arrangements for our living quarters when necessary, when we are not working in residence. Given the unusual circumstances under which your father hired me, they thought it best to set us up in a nearby hotel for the time being. Had Your Grace decided that you were not in need of a valet's services, the agency would have simply assigned me elsewhere. But since that is not the case, it seems I shall need to begin looking for an apartment in the area. I did not wish to assume your living preferences. Sharing your apartment would make it easier for us to do many tasks, not to mention save me a great deal of driving, but either option is perfectly feasible, I assure you. Should you decide in future that Riley and I are compatible with you in that regard, I should be happy to move us into your home. For the time being, I find myself greatly enjoying getting to know your town. Oh, good, a dog watering station. Riley, are you thirsty? Come on, dear, this way. Take a drink. There we are, that's better. Good. Oh no, I don't think the life of a service dog wears on her unduly. As I mentioned before, she's happy to serve. Most dogs have a natural temperament for it. They are more at ease when they know what others want. Riley will regularly do many commands on her own, whether or not I actually ask it of her. I give her plenty of time for leisure and socialization. I walk her often, and while she isn't overly fond of loud children, she usually enjoys meeting new people, especially if they are walking their dogs as well. Yes, in my previous residence, we lived near an excellent dog park. On pleasant days like this one, I'd find a shady bench under a tree, take her vest off, and let her go be a normal poodle for a little while. We'll have to see if our new accommodations include somewhere my darling can make some new friends. Perhaps a kennel club. Is the kebab stand tempting your appetite? Allow me to purchase some... No, let me, please. If your grace insists, although I will say you do not owe me a thing in exchange for this morning. It was my pleasure to assist, and more importantly, my restorative breakfasts and fancy baths now are your exclusive privileges. I have a chicken tikka skewer and a bottle of water, thank you. And what luck! An empty table! Oh, just a moment, please. Riley? Closer, please. Stay. Good girl. Do you see something unusual, Your Grace? Yes, I keep food-safe gloves as part of my emergency kit. You are welcome to repair if you like. Very well. Please know that I also have wet wipes, should you need them. So, you enjoy kebabs then, Your Grace? I know how to make excellent ahi tuna skewers with a sesame ginger glaze, Or if you prefer a more Mediterranean flavour, I can prepare chicken kebabs with char-grilled vegetables and a tzatziki dipping sauce. Oh, Riley, I'm sorry. Look at those sad eyes. I forgot about the sauce. Those are too spicy for you, my love. I can't give you a piece. No, you need not trouble yourself. She'll be fine. There is no need for you to give her any of yours, Your Grace. If that is your wish, then yes, please do. Steak is her favourite. Riley, go to Your Grace. Sit. Good girl. She won't snap at your fingers. Don't worry, she's very polite. Just hold it out for her. She knows how to be gentle. Oh, very good. She'll adore you forever now. Better not give her more than 2 pieces. She has a healthy, balanced lunch waiting for her at home. But thank you. Truly. That took courage, but it was very sweet of you. Lie down now, Riley. There's a girl. Tell me something, if you would indulge my curiosity. Why is it that you play cards with these associates of yours each week? From the way you described them this morning, they seem to have rather insouciant dispositions that are not in keeping with your generous nature. I see. I know exactly what Your Grace means. I had many such casual acquaintances when I attended university. There were some fellows in my dorm who enjoyed playing hearts every Saturday. I don't believe anyone there ever so much as remembered my name, but they were amusing company for a time. So it has become your custom to continue playing games of chance with this group, even though you yourself are no longer attending any classes? Oh, please don't misunderstand. There is no shame in taking some time away from your educational pursuits, Your Grace, especially if you are trying to figure out the direction you want to take your life. Yes, I took a similar leave of absence shortly after my epilepsy diagnosis. Once I grew accustomed to my new lifestyle, I came to the decision that I should also change my subject of study. Originally, I had planned on pursuing a degree in hotel administration. While doubtlessly rewarding, I found it a little too business-oriented. I felt as though I wasn't serving where I was truly needed, and so I made the decision to redirect my efforts towards the study of hospitality, and I've been a happier man for it. But I digress. I'm not one to interfere in the social affairs of my clients, unless it coincides with their wishes. Would I be incorrect in assuming that perhaps Your Grace might be open to some suggestions in this matter? Then I shall be frank. I cannot help but think that your fraternization with these individuals seems rather painfully obligatory. You are miserable when you talk about them. I see it on your face and I hear it in your voice. If there is one thing I have learned, it is that you do not have to waste your time and energy on people who mistreat you. If Your Grace would like the opportunity for better companionship, you only need to ask. I mean, there are social events I could direct you towards. Art shows, museum exhibits, movie screenings, even gym classes, if that is to your liking. Surely Your Grace can find better company than myself. The whole point is to get oneself out there, meet new people, engage with the wide world around you. I understand that such endeavours can be difficult to manage by oneself. In that case, I will consider it my solemn pleasure to accompany you to the art museum. I've been looking forward to visiting, especially as the arts and leisure section of your local newspaper tells me that they have a delightfully macabre Ivan Albright collection on display at the moment. Thank you for the chicken. It was delicious. Let me tidy up our table. and then we can continue our walk. I believe I spotted a tent serving fresh scones that I wouldn't mind taking a closer look at.